It was a big deal. Just 2 weeks ago, we here at Zeteo broke the story of how 12 Republican senators, including Mitch McConnell, Tim Scott, Tom Cotton, had written a letter to the International Criminal Court Chief Prosecutor Karim Khan, warning him against issuing arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and members of his cabinet. In that letter to Khan, the senators threatened him, threatened his employees, threatened even his family, saying, quote, "Target Israel and we will target you." That's a pretty chilling statement, considering that it comes from an American political party that's become increasingly indulgent of political violence. But this week, less than a month since that threat was made, the ICC chief prosecutor responded to Tom and Tim's strongly worded letter by backing down. Oh wait, no, he didn't.
Today, I'm filing applications for warrants of arrest before Pretrial Chamber 1 of the International Criminal Court in the situation in the state of Palestine. That Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant bear criminal responsibility for the following international crimes.
That's right, Tom and Tim, you heard the man. The GOP and in fact all of the Israeli government's Western allies better start scrambling, because in an earthquake move, the chief prosecutor, as you just saw on Monday, requested arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his defense minister Yoav Gallant, marking the first time an ICC prosecutor has ever gone after the leader of a Western country or one of its close allies. In his statement, Khan accused Netanyahu and Gallant of several war crimes and crimes against humanity, including using starvation as a method of war, intentionally targeting Palestinian civilians, and, as experts have said for months now, extermination. In addition, Khan requested an arrest warrant for Hamas leader in Gaza, Yahya Sinwar, and two other senior Hamas leaders, also accusing them of extermination as well as murder, the taking of hostages, and rape and sexual violence. Now, we should remind viewers that what happened on Monday was not the issuing of an ICC arrest warrant, but a request for one, meaning that an ICC pre-trial chamber of judges will have to decide whether or not to follow through on Khan's request. According to experts, that could take anywhere from days, or it could take weeks and months. Now, this isn't the first time the ICC has made headlines with arrest warrants. If you'll remember, about a year ago, the ICC issued an arrest warrant for Russian President Vladimir Putin over his alleged war crimes in Ukraine, a call that President Biden back then was not afraid to echo.
Reaction to the International Criminal Court issuing an arrest warrant for Vladimir Putin?
Well, I think it's justified. He's clearly committed war crimes.
Well, there you have it. While the United States may not formally recognize the ICC, President Biden knows a war crime when he sees it, right? I wish that were the case. But, surprise, surprise, the president had a very different tone towards the ICC this week, releasing a harsh statement calling the chief prosecutor's application for arrest warrants against Israel's leaders, quote, outrageous. And Biden condemned the ICC for supposedly equating Israel and Hamas, and he reiterated his own ironclad commitment to Israel's security. Joe Biden's reaction is simply a watered-down version of what Israel is saying, with Netanyahu and his cabinet condemning Khan for comparing, quote, democratic Israel with the mass murderers of Hamas, and accusing prosecutor Khan of, yes, you guessed it, anti-Semitism. But guess what? Back in 2021, when Karim Khan was appointed as the ICC's chief prosecutor, guess which country welcomed his appointment? Oh yes, the State of Israel.